Cool. So that was their first drive. So the Nottingham first drive, they get stuffed on the run on the first play. They go for a deep shot on the second play. Third play, they end up scoring a touchdown, and that's in the third and long situation. So a lot of QBs will crumble under that situation, especially when you picked up no yards at the beginning of the game. They've gone and made a play, and the chemistry with the receivers, they've gone and converted that and scored a lovely touchdown. So here now we move on to Nottingham's second drive of the game. Nottingham's second drive of the game, they come out in doubles. Doubles gone plus what I would call this, because the field's to the right. Nice little pass, nice little yardage. Cool. Nice little pass, nice little yardage. And this was a theme throughout the game when I was watching it. What I thought was a pretty good job. In fact, a really good job from the offensive coordinator. I thought the offensive coordinator, particularly for Nottingham, he called plays that helped to scheme people open. He called plays that made it easier for the offense to move the ball, which is definitely necessary in a game where you're struggling to have a run game. Where you're struggling to have a run game, the opposition know you're going to have to pass the ball, you know you're going to have to pass the ball. You want to make it easier for your QB to make some plays. And I think the offensive coordinator certainly helped him in doing that. And this was a prime example of it. This was a snag concept. So a snag concept. So essentially what we have with a snag concept is that we have a snag route for number one, which looks a little bit like a slant, but it's not a slant. You essentially straight off the line, work towards the hashes or towards the middle of the field. Then you sit. You essentially have a corner route from the number two, who stems off this, runs a corner route, and then if it was trips, if you had a number three, they would just be running a flat route. In this one, they use the running back to run a flat route. You essentially then have a flat route ran from the running back, and essentially what you're looking to do in this concept is you're looking to read the corner. You're looking to read the corner, and I think in this world the QB ends up reading number three. But normally you're looking to read the corner. If the corner bails off deep. The corner bails off deep in there in cover three, and the corner's got a deep third. You already know you know that the corner route is a no-go. You know the corner route's a no-go if the corner is going to bail. So this snag, because it's a quick hitting concept, you essentially go, if there's someone here, number three's sitting there, so that's an issue, which is why the QB likely reads number three. But if there isn't a nickel corner here, you're looking to here. If someone's standing here and their job is to deal essentially with this hook to curl sort of region, you know if the corner bails, you can fire this into this section before this guy gets here. Now, because of the way they've lined up and the way they've played it different, because of the way they've lined up and the way they've done this a little bit differently, QB reads number three. Essentially, he watching to see how number three plays the slot receiver. If he carries it, if number three carries it, he knows that he's vacated this area. He knows number three has vacated this area, so the snag should be open, and he'll just hit it, and he takes the free yardage. Cool. So let's rewatch that now. Cool, QB's looked at the field, seen what he likes. So if we watch the QB here, it looks like the QB has a quick glance at two, sees that he's barely dropped off, but having seen the field pre-snap and seen number three, he then gets his eyes to number three. The moment he sees three's turned his back, and although two's barely dropped off, he's not tight to the number one receiver. Essentially throws it on time. 19 gets the catch, gets a few yardage, and they help move the ball. So looks, sees it open, nice, throws it, gets the space, gets a nice 6-7 yard gain. Nice concept, nice throw, nice play from the QB. Cool. Second play of drive 2. So we've come out now in what looks like almost like a double stack, but doubles bunch. Double stack, doubles gun bunch, gun minus. They go for a run again. Absolutely get stuffed. Absolutely get stuffed. Once again, showing the strength of the UWE D line. Nice read from number 6 as well from linebacker play. I feel like this is good linebacker play. Nice wide open window. Comes downhill aggressively. D lineman shovels him into his gap. Goes and makes his stuff. Goes and makes his stuff. Cool. If I'm being super pedantic, 42 is a little bit passive in terms of bringing that run. He barely moves off his line, of his spot, even though it's a run play. So, but the D line of UWE is so strong, so dominant that they do a lot and make life a lot easier. But 6 does a great job in terms of helping with the D line, reads his gap, goes in nice wide open 1 yard gain. Once again, showing the struggles and the challenges Nottingham had in trying to run the ball. Cool. Third play of drive. They come out here now in trips bunch. Trips bunch minus, trips gun minus bunch. Nice. This is nice because we can use this to compare to the last play. So, as I said, with the last passing play that we had, it was a snap concept. They run the same concept, just out of a slightly different look here. So, to the trip side, we have a snap concept. What we essentially have, because it's run out of trips bunch, what we essentially have is one. Oh, sorry, let me place that. Essentially, have one looking to run. Let me change that color. We essentially have one looking to run a snag, but because they're in bunch and it's a compressed look, he basically just goes and sits on the hash. We have number 2 running the corner route. We have number 3 running the slide. Snag concept. So we have the snag, or the compressed snag that they have here. We have the corner route, we have the slide. On the back side, I think you might want to hitch or you might want to fade, I'm not sure. But that's not part of the concept anyway. Snag is the concept to this side, and this side will probably be some sort of one-on-one. Cool. So, as we rewatch that, that's what you'll see. Number 1 runs a snag, number 2 runs a corner, number 3 runs the out route. And he throws this time the corner. Why does he throw the corner? So as I said initially, with the snag concept, generally, well, they're playing a nickel, so you have to be aware of number 3 generally. But normally you just read the corner. You read the corner. If the corner bails, you're assuming you're going to hit assuming that you don't have someone wide out there. You're going to hit the snag before the coverage guy gets there. If the corner sits deep, or the corner stays shallow, then the snag, based on the leverage and you know the route, unless the safety knows it's coming, the safety's going to have inside leverage on the corner route. Good throw, it should be a decent catch, and they make the play. So in this play, one of the good things about this bunch set, this trips bunch set, essentially, what it helps, particularly the way they run the concept, it helps takes 3 out of the play. So you just read the corner. If the corner sits, you know you've got a corner route. It takes 3 out of the play in the sense of like the snag route is going to be a challenge to hit regardless, but because of the fact that you've condensed it, you've now by alignment created this nice wide space here. So if you know what concept UWE is running, or you get a nice look, you know that there's going to be space to throw in for this corner route. And that essentially is what happens. Or you hit the flat. QB sees the corner, be super aggressive on the shallow, knows what the corner route is. And what you'll see here from the QB is that the corner essentially reads the QB essentially looks at the corner, sees the corner, is super aggressive on the flat route. and the QB knows the concept, he's not looking to then re-look at his corner route, confirm how the corner's going to be run before throwing it. If you watch it closely, QB's reading the concept, sees the corner comes very aggressive on that, and essentially with barely a glance back towards the corner route, he throws the ball. He knows based on the coverage that this is what's going to be open. He trusts his ability and he makes the throw. And yes, it's slightly overthrown, but that is good QB play. Like, cool, comes aggressive. Okay, cool, this is going to be open. I throw it, slightly overthrown. If the slot receiver there is a little bit quicker, or the ball's thrown a little bit better, that's a nice little game. But what I want to see from there is that, like, one, the concept, the way they've lined up the formation, I have no doubt they've done their work, their homework as to how UWE play. The concept itself helps out the QB. The formation married with the concept helps out the QB. That is what I would describe as excellent offensive coordination. Like, you know what you're expecting from the defense, you know what you want to do, you bring things together to help make that easier. Yes, you've got clearly a very talented QB. As we've seen not only from this play but from the previous play, that he has a good arm, has a good throw, but he also has a good ability to read as a QB. And that is a challenge generally within the brick ball game. So to get those two things, yeah, it's excellent. But helping to make his life easier is important, particularly in a game such as this one, which we're watching beforehand. And we don't know how the final may be. The final may be different, where they essentially had no run game. So the game to be as close as it was, and for them to have a true chance of winning it, it's really a testament to some of the play that the offense made on the Nottingham side. And in this world, the UWE defense doesn't do anything too wrong. Like, they play it relatively decently, but the concept beats the coverage here. If it's a decent throw and the guy makes a catch, if the safety makes a contested, great. But it's a good concept, good play call, good read. Unfortunate about the throw.